has some guests in our Pets of the Week. Carrie?
Pete, we have some guests here from the Lower Valley Humane Society. This is Casey that I have in my hand. She is so adorable. And you have Seth with you. And William, you want to tell us a little bit about each of these pets?
Casey is 7 weeks old, and Seth is 7 weeks old too.
And both up for adoption. And how much are they?
And cats are $51.50 and dogs are $69.
You know, William always comes, he's our spokesperson here. But we have a couple of things. Of course, these are two of the beautiful pets that they have at the shelter that need to be adopted. They're looking for homes, and they could be yours, and the phone number should be on your screen. But we also want to tell you about Be Kind Animals Week coming up. That's May 4th through May 10th, am I right? And you were telling me that Father Nicolau is going to be blessing the animals on the 4th. You can call the Lower Valley Humane Society for more details about that. And the phone numbers are there for these two pets. Thanks so much, guys. The Lower Valley Humane Society is located right next to the Howard Johnson in the Sanborn Travel Building. There she goes. I mean, he goes. Seth is going crazy. And this little girl's just been sitting here so sweet. They need homes. We also want to tell you about a dog that is lost. And we don't do this very often, but this is a special case. A $100 reward is being offered for the return of a lost Siberian Husky. We want to tell you because this dog is taking medication, and he's a black and white dog. He was last seen at HEB in Mercedes. If you have any information, please call Rex Owens at 565-4054. Now, Pete, back to you. I'm going to stay out here with the puppies out here on the terrace.
All right, thanks, Carrie. We'll keep it right here. And
Pets of the Week, and they're from the Lower Valley Humane Society, and you know where that is. It's in Brownsville, right off the expressway. It's next to the Howard Johnson in the Sanborn Travel Office. And would you look at these two guys that we have with us today? They're beautiful. Tell me about them, Gail.
This is Oscar, and we believe that he's got a lot of Airedale in him. He's very, very friendly. He's a pup. He's less than a year old, and he's just very outgoing, very friendly. He'd be wonderful with children, and he's ready for a home.
Oh, he has beautiful eyes, and he has so soft fur. Now tell me about this one over here.
Sissy, we believe, is a little bit more of a Labrador. She's got a wonderful coat, bristly, water dog kind of a coat, her little Labrador tail. She's probably about 2 years old, and she, too, is a very calm, well-behaved dog. She's a little more shy than Oscar.
She is shy. She's beautiful, though.
But she's a sweetie, very well-behaved.
Now, tell me some of the things that the Lower Valley Humane Society is working on right now, because you have a lot coming up this month in May.
Yes, and May the 10th, we're going to be wrapping up what is considered Adoption Day, Be Kind to Animals Week. It starts on May 3rd. On May 10th, we're going to have a special promotion going on at the shelter. Going to invite people to come over for lemonade and cookies and to see all the wonderful pets that we have for adoption.
And they have such beautiful animals at the shelter for adoption right now. What else are you doing?
Later in the month, we're going to have a dog wash on May 24th, and some of the students from one of our high school ROTC programs is going to help us by washing the animals, and it's going to be a $3 donation to have your dog all spruced up and to make him feel part of the family and ready for summer, and it just helps us earn funds for the facility.
Well, thank you both so much for being here. The phone number is on your screen, or was on your screen. There it is, 544-0414. Please go by if you're looking for a pet. The shelter has so many available. We also want to tell you the weekend is almost here. It's Friday, so we want to check in with our Stacy.
Two precious pets of the week, kitties from the Lower Valley Humane Society. That is right off the expressway in Brownsville in the Sanborn's Travel Building right next to the Howard Johnson. We do want to tell you, though, about a couple of things coming up, too. This Sunday on May 4th, I think, is wonderful. We have the Blessings of the Animals, and that's going to be at 4:30 at the Lower Valley Humane Society. There's a phone number there. Also, on Saturday, May 10th, is VIP Adoption Day for the pets, also at the Humane Society. And then you have a car wash coming up on the 24th at Sam's, right, in Brownsville. These are our pets of the week. We want them to find some good homes. Thanks to you guys so much for being with us, and as always, we thank you. Have a great weekend. Tell me who you brought with you today.
Today we brought JP and Maverick, and they were really brave little guys and came through the bad weather because they wanted to be sure and invite everybody to come to Brownsville tomorrow to the Lower Valley Humane Society between 10 and 2. We're going to be having Pet Adoption Day, and they and all their friends are real eager for everybody to come. And also on May 24th, we're going to host a dog wash at Sam's Wholesale, and it's $3 donation, and you can have your dog washed in a nice flea bath by the students from Hannah's ROTC.
Very nice. And you can see our Pets of the Week got all dressed up this week.
yes, they did.
They are looking for homes, and we hope that they find
I
some.
love Maverick's feet.
Yeah, it looks like he has little socks. I don't know if you can see this,
Markins
but yes, both of them are precious. And I was just there last weekend for the Blessing of the Animals, and I know you have a lot of pets available for adoption. The phone number is on the screen, 544-0414, and the Humane Society the shelter is located right off the expressway in Brownsville, right next to the Howard Johnson in the Sanborn Travel Building. You may not think it's in there, but it is in there. Just go right behind and you'll see them. Thanks so much for being with us, and we hope that these handsome guys find homes. Thanks a lot.
And we're going to be right back with entertainment news, so don't go away.
Talk show host Jerry Springer calls it quits. We'll fill you in.
City government meets in Texas, and that is here in Brownsville in this city hall. Well, we're about to take place.
Systematic persecution and annihilation of European Jewry by Nazi Germany and its collaborators between 1933 and 1945. Jews were the primary victims. 6 million were murdered. Gypsies, the handicapped, and Poles were also targeted for destruction and decimation for racial, ethnic, or national reasons. Millions more, including homosexuals, Jehovah's Witnesses, Soviet prisoners of war, and political dissidents, also suffered grievous oppression and death under Nazi tyranny. And whereas the United States became the homeland to many thousands of Holocaust survivors who, having deep appreciation for the freedom and opportunities afforded by this nation, greatly contributed to the culture and strength of their adopted homeland. And whereas we, the people of the city of Brownsville, should always remember the terrible events of the Holocaust and should remain vigilant against bigotry and tyranny. And whereas we, the people of the city of Brownsville, should continually rededicate ourselves to the principles of equality and justice for all. And whereas the days of remembrance have been set aside for the people of the city of Brownsville to remember the inhumanity of those who perpetrated the Holocaust, as well as to reflect upon our own humanity and the need for respect of all peoples. And whereas, pursuant to an act of Congress, Public Law 96-388, dated October 7th, 1980, the United States Holocaust Memorial Council designates the days of remembrance of the victims of the Holocaust as May 4th through May 10th, 1997, including the International Day of Remembrance, known as Yom HaShoah, May 4th. Now therefore, we, the members of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested by the Charter of said city, do hereby designate May 4th through May 10th, 1997, as the days of remembrance of the Holocaust in the City of Brownsville, in memory of the victims, survivors, and their liberators, in hope that we, as a city and as individual citizens, will strive to overcome prejudice, hatred, and indifference through learning, tolerance, and remembrance. In witness whereof, we have hereby set our hands and caused the seal of the City of Brownsville to be affixed this, the 6th day of May, 1997.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioners. And thank you, the City of Brownsville. Thank you.
Item number 9.
Presentation of a proclamation designating the week of May 4th through May 10th, 1997 as Be Kind to Animals Week in the City of Brownsville.
Mary, Melissa, please. The whole all the troops that you brought with you? All the young ladies. Please face the camera. A young man also.
Yes, William.
Please read the proclamation.
Whereas we have been endowed not only with blessings and benefits of our animal friends, who give us companionship and great pleasure in our daily lives, but also with the firm responsibility to protect these fellow creatures with whom we share the earth from need, pain, fear, and suffering. And whereas we recognize that instilling attitudes of kindness, consideration, and respect for all living things through humane education in the schools and the community helps to provide the basic values on which a humane and civilized society is built. And whereas the people in this community are deeply indebted to their animal care and control agencies for their valuable contribution in caring for lost and unwanted animals and promoting a true working spirit of kindness and consideration for animals in the minds and hearts of all people. And whereas the first full week of May has been set as the annual celebration of the National Week observing the philosophy of kindness to animals for the 81st year. Now therefore we, the members of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested by the Charter of said city, on behalf of all citizens, do hereby designate May 4th through May 10th, 1997 as Be Kind to Animals Week in the City of Brownsville, and urge all citizens to fully participate in all the related events. Done on this, the 6th day of May, 1997.
I would like to say thank you to our commission for recognizing this. And I would also like to recognize 2 of our junior volunteers. The purpose of our organization, one of them, is to make Brownsville a kinder and more humane community for our youngsters and for our families. And these 2 are just, we're just very, very proud of these 2 young people. They have been working with us. William Van Copenal, he's a student at Henner High School, and he's been working as a very faithful volunteer for almost a year now. William does volunteer work in the shelter every week. He's on television at least every other week with our adoptive pet on Channel 5. And Michelle Ramirez has been with us probably about 6 months, something like that. And Michelle is a student at Russell Elementary School. And we're just so proud of these 2, and we would like to make them examples for others to come out and work with us and learn to take care of our animal friends. In appreciation for these 2, I would like to present them with a 1997 Be Kind to Animals Kid certificate. This is for William. And this is for Michelle.
Item 10.
Consideration and action in support of the 1998
Guy girl who need homes, and they're here from the Lower Valley Humane Society down in Brownsville. Thanks you guys for coming and bringing them. Tell me who you have with you today.
That's JP, and this is little one.
JP is this one, and this is little one. Boy, and little one's a girl, although she has a little blue scarf on today. And you guys have a lot coming up this weekend. You want to tell me about that?
We're going to be having a dog wash at Sam's Wholesale Parking Lot tomorrow from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. And there'll be students from Hannah High School, ROTC, washing the animals. And we're also going to be having a discounted animal vaccination clinic.
Which is great.
Dr. Gary Crouch from the Animal Medical Clinic is going to be doing regular rabies and tags for the city at $10.
$10, and then a dog combo including all their shots that they need right now for $32 and $20 for cats. That's great.
Very good.
Thanks for being with us so much. The telephone number is there on the screen, and both of these little guys need homes, and we hope that they find them. Thanks very much for coming today, and we hope that you give them a call. We'll keep it right here because we have showbiz news coming up next.